Perfect. Perfect. This is what we're working on today. We're gonna clear it up. We're gonna clean it up. We're gonna fix some of the anatomy issues that are here. Also, I'm gonna put myself not so randomly to the side for some reason. Something weird. But yeah, Jamie, have a good rest of your day. Please eat, drink water, stretch, go do what you gotta do. Thank you for playing. I had so much fun.
Welcome to the shit show.
Hi, Cornbread. Welcome in, guys. My name is Madam Milchi. I am girl failure. I like hot women. I don't want to do the introduction again. Hi. We are working on art for now. Wow, it's been so long. Yeah, it's crazy. I forgot you existed. It's been so long that we talked since we last talked. God damn, that's crazy. Yeah, we're working on LadyLilix milk stuff today. I didn't have anything else planned, so I'm just closing up some last minute stuff in the background to stop with some of the lagging. All right, let me. You seem and sound familiar. Strokes chin curiously. That's crazy. I wouldn't know why. It seems like the music's not working. Working for me though. And then I turn it down because I just need it in the background. Perfect. No clue who dis. I just followed. Understandable. Have a nice day. Oh, I know you. You're Jade from Victorious. Yeah, close enough. Close enough. Hold up, what we drawn? We are drawing some milk LadyLilix YURI today. I saw something on Twitter and I had to draw it. It was so perfect. I did a sketchy little version of it because I did not have time. I see what you mean about lowering the sketch line opacity. Yeah, you get me now. You get me now. I'm telling you, it's the way to do it. But yeah, this is the vibe for today. We're just gonna be chilling doing this. I have to clean it up. This is the original screen, by the way. I reposted my art attached to this post with it. So if you want like access to this, you can go on my Twitter and find it pretty easy. Hot as fuck art? Hell yeah. Oh wait, oh yeah, you can see my art right above me too. I have to update that. That's really outdated. I haven't done art on stream in a while. Okay. Let me open up references really quick. And then we'll get to clean this up. I also was working on an animation, honestly. Forgot about that. I don't know if I can learn doing that on stream though. That might be too much and too boring for people because I don't really talk much. Yeah, I love that LadyLilix did her own version and it fits really well the other way. Like LadyLilix is very submissive and Milk is very not. But I feel like LadyLilix would, or Milk would definitely get flustered of LadyLilix just being kind of like flirty, like very base flirty. I love that. I love that for me. I don't have LadyLilix's on hand, but she did post it on her Twitter. LadyLilix. LadyLilix needs some work. Hers isn't exactly one-to-one. Thank you for the waste of points. You guys really keep the lights on around here. Yes, I have like 3 of them, I think. I have 369.69 and 420, I think. I'm starving and my mother has beckoned me by phone, but I must ignore her this time. Oh no. Go eat. Have some good food. Get some drink too. Water. Something to stay hydrated. It was nice meeting you. Have a good rest of your day. Ooh, looks like Kuma went live too. There we go. Bye. I had to rearrange my desk again to be able to work on art on stream. I haven't figured out a way to have my desk the way that I usually have it now and do art. I also should have transferred my talking points over to my notebook instead of leaving them on my phone. Because now I don't know what my talking points were. If my model stops tracking me, let me know. Because I've been kind of looking down. Let's see. The eye needs to be fixed. I changed the anatomy to be a little bit more, or the perspective to be a little bit more bent or curved. And it's not exactly fully correct. Let's see. I think that looks way better. A little bit more correct, I think, because her face is so curved. What's wrong, Roper? You keep begging for attention. What's your problem? Hold on. My son wants attention. Come here, buddy. Oh. What's wrong, bud? You want to say hi to chat, bud? You want to say hi to chat? Oh, there you go. He just wants pets. He just wants attention. Said you're a good boy. He doesn't stay on my computer chair if I'm not petting him, though. You know, while I'm thinking about it, let me grab the talking points really quick. Ah, yeah, okay, I remember now. Oh, my cat's back to screaming. Okay. I remember everything now. I wrote down all of my important thoughts. I mentioned the heart from the for the period too. I love that. Yeah, it fits really well. I had to. Um I also I couldn't decide if I wanted to make Lilix's pupils hearts. So I have both there, just in case. Just in case. Also, I mentioned this the other day. I don't know exactly how many streams ago, but I was thinking of doing a subathon eventually. Probably for I don't exactly know when because I have a lot of planning to do. No, buddy. I just gave you attention you didn't want it. Yeah, that would be kind of cute though. Um, and I feel like I have some good ideas to keep it fun and interesting. But another thing I wanted to do is this like art game show thing. I've talked to Oni about this. I eventually want to get a handful of people together and do like an art game show where I give them things to draw and whoever gets the closest wins. That like I turn too much when I draw. That does like whoever does the best wins that match, whatever, that round. And I have some ideas for it. I just have to get people together. I'm also thinking I can only clean this up so much with the marker. And I might just have to start rendering on top. I don't know. I wish I had a faster way to do art. But I take fucking forever with my art. I don't like how this looks. Yeah, I know. I was telling you about it. I was talking about wanting to get that set up eventually. I've just been spread too thin with everything that I've got going on. Got commissions I gotta work on, none of which are I don't remember. I don't think the one that I'm working on right now, I don't think Raven would care if I did it on stream. But I'm also at a point where it's kind of just cleaning it up and doing last minute changes to it and prepping it for getting turned over. So the big problem with that is also yeah, thank you. Could you also give a shout out to yeah, thank you. Thank you, Pokey. What was I saying? I don't remember. Oh yeah. So I don't think that'd be very fun watching me just like clean stuff up and change like minor things here and there. On an art piece that you guys haven't even seen me like work on before. So I'm thinking I'm just not going to on stream. I'll just finish that up in my own time. think this looks a bit better. Just had dinner? What'd you eat? I just finished up my noodles. Okay, Lilix's hair. I can never make her hair look just right. Maybe if I make it more curvy instead of spiky? Her hair is curly, so if I kind of just like add more shapeage to her hair, maybe it'll read better. Steak and diced cauliflower. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. I have to fix this. Sadly, it isn't medium rare, but like medium well. Ooh, that's unfortunate. I hate eating steak that's too well done. I like mine very like undercooked. When she also has the colors, or colors underneath, it might be easier to understand that it's her. Let me get her colors gestured in. I'm a medium rare, kinda. Medium rare to rare. Or medium rare to medium. I want you to just hand it to me from the fridge on a plate to my table, please. Thank you. That's my preferred steak. Well doneness is not at all. Let's see. So she doesn't have too much skin showing, so we'll kind of just color that in all the way first. I want to get her hair slotted in, because I think that's the thing I'm struggling with. Medium is the most cooked I'll go. Well done is like inedible for me. I agree. And medium is like even still a struggle for me to eat it, to be honest. That's a lot. I can't eat well done. I'm glad most of us are not well done fans. It's always a red flag for me when restaurants only have well done on their menus. I agree. It's very, very sus. I guess I could have sketched something and done that on stream, but I said I wanted to do this and have Lilix kind of clean it up. We can print it. It's hot. 11 out of 10. My mom likes her steak well done and literally loves the burnt and charred parts. Ew. I only like parts of steak that are as like raw as possible, and my favorite parts are the fatty parts. I love the fatty parts of steak. It is so good. And then this curve is her hair. I don't exactly need her gold because Milk also has gold and I have that color memorized. But there we go. It does look a lot more like Lilix now. I have a war in like 40 minutes. Okay. No worries, Poke will be here. It also gives me another chance to render her skin. I've noticed I've been having a hard time rendering any other skin color than Milk's. Because my brain thinks in like mediums, and Lilix's skin is way more desaturated than I'm used to. And what was it? Like really pale skin is hard for me to render as well because it's again very like opposite of what I'm used to. So I be struggling rendering like other skin tones. I'm trying to get much better at it. It's more the color picking, I think, for me. I think I just fuck up the color picking. I think. Colors are hard. Oh my god, I almost forgot her ear. That would have been said. I believe this is also her neck. No, her hair would cover her neck. I just pick the color and then add a bunch of multiplier hard layers until it looks right. Yeah, we like finish art so differently. I go about it so differently. I do flat colors and then I go through and I just pick what color feels right. And then I'll usually color pick to make sure that like as I'm rendering and picking colors willy-nilly from the wheel, that I'm not like skewing it too far that certain parts look completely different than others. But for the most part, I am just kind of doing it by hand. I add like multiply layers and stuff afterward to change how the piece looks. Like add fun lighting or something after the fact. And I think that's why I end up feeling really standoffish with the layers because I work with them so last minute that when I add them in, it feels like it's not actually doing anything for my art. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to explain it. Using all the layers for me is also a habit for my graphic design brain. Yeah, I don't have a graphic design brain. I'm very opposite brained, unfortunately. Do I have something to put my hair up around here? Oh man. I don't think a mechanical pencil is going to be long enough for my hair. I have too much. Oh well. I'll just bleed it. Yeah, I usually Also, when I do art of like Milk and Lilix, I render Lilix first because I know Milk so well that I just get to like blow through rendering her really, really quickly. And it's like fun. Oh, right. I need to get her eyebrow color. It's much, much darker than her actual hair. There we go. Mouth color should be something around there. Looking good enough. It's not that deep. Okay. Once I get the ooh, that's blue teeth. That's an accident. Once I get the flat colors down, it'll be a little bit easier to talk. Because I can kind of like comprehend what I'm trying to do a little bit more, and I can see everything kind of separated, but I can't do it if I'm doing that at the same time. The way that I color the whites of the eyes make Lilix look so desaturated compared to Milk. It's so funny. Lilix just had a ton of detail, or yeah, I just don't draw her jewelry, and if I do, usually it's like very, very simplified versions. Speaking of, I think you would actually be able to see her jewelry. Let me add that really quick. You would be able to see one of them at the very least. Something like no, I think it would just be like that. Like I kind of just simplify it to this, and then I just add little dangles. Easy peasy. And then I don't have to worry about it because it's close enough. I don't think you would see her jewelry or her earrings because of the Xbox. Or that gold in there. I don't really care. I'm pretty sure, yeah, our jewelry colors are kind of similar. Milk's is just more saturated. It doesn't surprise me. I tell Lilix all the time that her detailed ass models are just every time I'm gonna draw her, it's gonna be simplified. Every time. I did a whole background for the commission that I'm working on right now, which is something new for me. And I, like a dumbass, decided to do it last minute with no prep because I thought it would look good, you know, as artists do. And I don't think it looks like amazing. Like it isn't fucking gorgeous, but it is a background. So I'm kind of proud of myself that I even did it in the first place. I also am quite happy with how it's turning out. Like I said earlier, it's almost done. There's just some parts, like, I finished up a lot of it yesterday, and I left it for fresh eyes this morning to look at it and see if there's anything that, like, stood out that I wanted to change or I disliked or something. And looking back on it, because most of her face is covered by a blindfold, it looks kind of bland. So I think I'm going to go back in and render the face more to try and counteract how little of it you actually see in the long run. Because it's just kind of like a little too undercooked. You know what I mean? Especially with how much is going on in it. And I got the lighting to look kind of cool with some layers afterwards, some multiply layers and a hard light layer over the windows. So it's definitely like coming along. Get this eyeshadow in. Because I usually forget her eyeshadow. Because I used to like rendering it on afterward, like after I had done most of the rendering, because it was just easier to figure out where it went and then like slap it on with like a multiplier layer or something. But I keep fucking forgetting it, which means that it has to go on like now or it's never going on. I also think this might be too much. Let's see. The only commissions I have open right now are the your character here nuke ones, the I have sent a nuke to your exact location ones, because they only take like 24 hours, if that, for me to do. If that. I think they're guaranteed in 24 hours, honestly. I work through them so quickly. Oh, I almost forgot her eyebrows. I actually should multiply this just in case, so I can look back. Wow, actually darkens that quite a bit. So I can refer to it if I end up moving too much. Hi, Sally, welcome in. You're from Cornbread. Dude, playing Peak with him recently has been so fun. Okay, let's get some colors for shading. I used to color pick from LadyLilix's model. It's a little too pink for me for my color choices. So we're swapping. Peach. Man, I love Peach. Where's the lighting in the original? There isn't. Let me figure out lighting really quick. I didn't think this through. When do I ever, to be honest, but this will be darker. And then we'll I don't know. I hope you guys have been enjoying everything that I've been having like planned out for streams recently. Trying to pick stuff that I know or I think you guys will also like, so it's not just for me. You know what I mean? I've enjoyed vibing. Yeah. I know, like, for the most part, you guys usually just kind of are chill with me doing whatever I want, but I still want to make sure. You know? Like, I still do her shadows very, very pink, don't get me wrong. But I don't. The artist that did hers makes it too pink for me. I don't remember what I have planned for tomorrow. Voices of Void, I think? Right? I think so. That'll be fun. Little bit lower opacity. Also, Oni, did you use the thing I was telling you about with the opacity on the sketch for Nick that you did recently? Or did you say that because you see how low my opacity is? I think chat covers it. I think. Let me see. I think I just covered it more. I was referring to yours. Yeah, I have mine at 9% right now. If you can see. I have mine very, very, very low. I think the pencil sketch brush I use in CP is usually naturally not 100%. Honestly, good. My sketch is like 34 or 37% opacity, and I move it around a lot. Like a lot. Just depends on what level of sketch I'm on. Right. I have had enough of random music. I would like my music, please. Thank you. Thank you. Let me also put up the now playing so you guys can see. Oh, I ended up getting that new model. I should change the sub goal. It's just the now playing kind of blocks it. I have to change it anyway. I've already gotten the new model. It's the customizable one. I ended up going for a cheaper one, so. I'm going to open up Discord because I have my rendering references. Always have references. Always. So fucking good. I hate that I used to just like actually work without rendering references. Without drawing references. It feels so bad. It must be so like weird watching me render because my rendering process is so ugly at first. I don't know, like other artists probably find it enjoyable, but I feel like people who don't draw are probably like, oh my god, why does it look so ugly? That's crazy. I don't know. I guess you guys can be the deciding factor in that. Let me know what you guys think. Until I started rendering, I think you are talented to deal with it. That's not what I was saying, but thanks, I guess, for not listening to what I was saying. Cool. Anyway, I see the vision. Yeah, okay. Like that's what I'm saying is like I think other artists probably look at this and they're like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I can see where you're going with this. But I feel like for non-artists, y'all are like, what the fuck? What does Alex's nose look like? Tiny. And pretty sharp. Too bad I render noses. Sorry, anime art style. I think something that might make my art faster is if I just give in and use darker colors right off the bat instead of darkening them like incrementally until I'm happy with it. Because I do spend a lot of time going back and forth with like darker colors until I'm happy with it. But also, I don't know. That's scary. That's so scary. Darken this. I don't like the way that looks, so we're just gonna get rid of it. I think that makes her look too wrinkled. That's not exactly the intention with it, so we're just gonna move on. We're just gonna get rid of it and move on. I need someone else that does art, that we can stream art together all the time. Like, all the time. Because I just want to be yapping right now, but, like, I don't know what to yap about. Also, probably doesn't help that I jump so much around, like, in where I'm rendering at that moment. Slowly but surely. This is going to be a long project. If I'm lucky, we'll finish this before the end of stream, though I doubt it. We'll need to swap to a harder brush to get what I'm looking for here. Clean that up. No one let me forget her little beauty mark. I'm gonna put it in really quick, but no one let me forget it. Because I tend to forget it. I'm not allowed to forget it. You can't let me forget it. Oh, why is my mouse so fucking fast randomly? Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm pulling up the reference I want. All right. I'm actually kind of, and I know I said this before, I don't know if I've said this on stream yet, kind of really fucking mad how good Sonic Crossworld was, because I didn't want to buy it because it's gonna be fucking $70. But it was actually really good, to the point where everyone who tried it with us on the playtest were like, I kind of want it. So now I have to somehow get $70 or miss out on playing it with people when it comes out. And that's kind of fucked up. Yeah, $70 is fucking steep. Like, I know it's a luxury, but still, dog, come on. It was way too fun. Should not have been that fun. It had no business being that fun. I will just say from how it felt, it was already way better value than the $80 Mario Kart World. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, number one Nintendo hater here. And also I hate fucking Adobe too, but that's neither here nor there right now. I have been a big supporter of we need to put Nintendo in their fucking place because they genuinely believe they're like a global fucking superpower. And like that's kind of fucked up for a literal you make video games for kids. Like $80? Calm yourself the fuck down. Oh god. I'm just saying. Because Mario jumped on my grandma, okay? Who the fuck did I quote that to the other day? And they went crazy. I don't remember. It was so fucking funny. Oh. Oh no, OBS disconnected. Hello? Are we back? Oh no. What happened? What happened? I'm fully connected to the internet. I'm so confused. Hello? Hello? Stream bonked and then I got an ad? Oh, that's fucked up. Oh, we might not have a long stream today, chat. My cramps are fucked up right now. I'll try and see. We'll play it by ear and see if it goes away. But if it doesn't, I might have to end stream. Because all of a sudden, my cramps went from bearable to unbearable. And they were fine for a few hours, so we'll see. But I'm like dying right now. Midol will take too long to kick in, but I do need it, yes. It will not save stream, though. Oh, jeez. Hold on. I'm gonna go stretch and see if that'll fix it. I will be right back, chat. Where's my beer back? I'm back, chat. I'm back, chat. Oh, whoops. There was no connection issues while I was gone, right? That was weird. Hi, Ellie. Welcome in. Sorry, I had to go stretch my stomach out. Got crampy. But we are back to the Yuri. Girl on girl action. I still probably won't be going for super long because I don't think this is gonna pass anytime soon. But we'll see. We will see. If it does, hell yeah. What were we talking about before I got up? I was gonna say that, yeah, as much as I love Nintendo, I do feel like they're quickly becoming the Disney of gaming with all the licensings for theme parks, movies, and stuff. But also sometimes with their newer games, it feels like the edges are sanded off. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of where they're going, and I'm also not a big fan of how much they get away with being as greedy as they are. I'm not gonna lie to you. Kind of fucked up. Like, okay. I'm not a big fan of the genuine they're just so greedy now, I guess. I'm trying to find the words that feel correct, but they're not exactly there in my head right now. Smash Herman seems an example trying to work with Nintendo is like pulling teeth. Yeah, I don't know. Like, firstly, they're very, very greedy, and they just keep getting worse over time. And their expectant behavior of, oh yeah, our fans will just roll over and accept this problem is kind of fucked. With that said, it just feels like there is no space for their fans to be fans. It also feels like we're just constantly shoved aside compared to other people, for example, right? Like other fans. Like look at what's another fan base that's really good to use an example? Like Sega's, for example. Like Sega has a lot of problems. A lot of problems, but I haven't seen anything about how defensive they are of their IP or how defensive they are of their products or how aggressive legally they are on things like that, right? I don't know. You know, it's just like strange. Very, very strange. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, my model's mouth is being weird. I was trying to fuck with it, but I don't know how to get it to not do that. So we'll fix it later. They're protected. They're absurdly protective of their IP and with how they shut down harmless fan products. And they're also like very expectant. Like Look how fucking aggressive their TOS is to use basic shit from them. It's fucking crazy. Look how expectant they are, and how much money like they just expect people to give them. All of it is just fucking crazy. They think they can get away with it, and then they do because people don't check them. Like, the easiest way to get them to take the fucking switch to bullshit out of the terms of service is, I don't know, by like not buying it, so they go, oh fuck, we're not making money, that's more important, let's make money again and remove the shit everyone's mad about. It's genuinely crazy to me. It's so crazy to me. Like, it feels like a no shit, and no one does it, and they just keep getting away with it. Fucking wild behavior. Are we shaming Nintendo? Yes, we are. Fuck Nintendo and fuck Adobe. Hi, welcome in. Sorry I was in the bathroom when you showed up. It is morally correct daily reminder to pirate Adobe products because they don't respect you, so you don't have to respect them. Smile. I will die on this hill. And until they respect us, I'm gonna keep preaching it. I'm gonna keep preaching it. What are they gonna do? Not work with me? Crazy. Crazy. All my homies hate Adobe. Fucking real. Fucking hate Adobe. Let me get you the second outfit. For some reason, my Twitch things aren't working, even though I check them every day and they work before stream. But for some reason, they don't when I'm actually live. Yeah, their quirkiness as a business is double-edged sword because it allows them to make super unique experiences that are a breath of fresh air, but on the other side, they just do shit like what you said. Yeah, it's fucking, like, it's so fucking crazy to me. And they just are very adamant on sticking with their status quo, the same as Disney, and it's not working for them anymore. People are fucking tired of it. It's crazy. Also, I believe I've said this is your art is super. Oh? Ignore that. Oh, okay. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Don't worry. What are you talking about? Nothing happened. I'm blind. Yeah, I don't know. It's really, really frustrating. And it's just, I mean, I can't say it's just games because it probably isn't just in the game industry. But from my perspective, in things and fandoms I'm in, it's so prevalent in the gaming fucking industry. Ugh. Why? Also, I believe I've said this in the past, but your art is super pretty. How are you? I'm pretty sure. If you had said the other way around, you would have probably been bonked for insulting me. No, you're allowed to dislike my art. That is totally fine. I don't Hitler my chat. Don't worry. You're allowed to have differing opinions from me. But yeah, we're doing pretty good here. I'm on new medication. We're getting medicated. We're trying to get sleep. We're going through it. Lots of changes. Lots of things that I'm going through. So streams have been kind of low energy, but y'all have been super supportive over it anyway. I miss the edgy early 2000s era where Mario was in magazine ads with tribal tattoos on his arm. Yeah, but it's also like a difference in who's running it now. You know what I mean? A lot of it is who is in charge of what and who is the big boss man's now. You know what I mean? I hope they're helping with you and sitting well. New meds woo? Yeah. My propanolol, I fucking love my propanolol. I don't think I could live without it. My antidepressant, not super happy with, so I might try and see if we can get a different one. But yeah, the propanolol has been fucking awesome. I don't know, my antidepressants haven't done anything of note. And I'm kind of not a big fan of that. I'd like it to do something. Hey, I was on propanolol before. Oh, did you like it? I was on it as needed though. I ended up with other stuff for regular mood regulation myself. Yeah, my doctor prescribed it to me for headache regulation. And since I have POTS and my heart rate is extremely high, the beta blocker in it really helps keep me from like dying. Does it make you more prone to propanolol? Sometimes. So that's more of an antidepressant kind of thing, but my antidepressant doesn't have a fun name. Hydroxyzine. I mean, you'd probably make a pun out of it, Oni. You'd probably find a way. Oh, neat. I was on it for panic attack regulation. Ah. I didn't know if I said that. I would never crap on somebody's art, especially when my art isn't that great. That would be whatever the word is. That means I hate on one thing while doing it. Oh, a hypocrite? Hypocritical. Yeah. No, I was just fucking with you. And I could have sworn you had said that before. I could have sworn you've come in and said that. I don't remember messages very, very well after long periods of time, but I do think I remember you saying that. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I probably have, because it is. Perfect. There we go. I think I appreciate it. Thank you. As I mix both of those. I thank you, good sir. The decreased blood pressure part was what I was getting out of it when I was using it. Montage of me in a lab coat holding test tubes to think of a joke. That's what I'm thinking of. That's what I was thinking of. I saw this in my mind's eye very clearly. Yeah. It looks like this. I don't know how to draw your fucking hat. I can't believe you put a hat on. That's fucked up, Oni. You still have your hat on though, like while having your cool ass lab coat. I'm drawing this from memory, by the way. I don't have your design memorized, so if I fuck anything up, sue me. I'll have my lawyers get in touch with you. Yeah, that looks about right, probably. Ooh, am I expecting lawyers? No, Oni is. Oni's expecting lawyers. Well, technically I'm expecting lawyers if Oni sues me for this being not accurate to his model. I welcome you. Goes to Balba loses balance and face plants. Oh no! Don't do that! Especially when I rigged it on my own model. I literally tell myself that when I draw it. Dude. You did it to yourself, man. How do I want this to go? I didn't have a pose planned out for this. Let's see. And then this eye is like squinty. Because you're thinking. I'm like making the face, trying to figure it out as I'm doing it, by the way. I don't know if you guys can see that on my model, but I am definitely doing that. Oh, your eyebrows are squares, aren't they? Aww. Thank you for the wah 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 wah. Thank God I'm too broke for lawyers. I played myself. You really did. You really fucking did. You absolutely played yourself. Oh, you guys want to know something really, really funny? So I've been trying to teach myself how to code something for when we do our Voice of the Void streams. And I am fucking it up every way that is possible, and I don't know how to fix it. My body probably looks something like this. Something like that. I'm gonna go like this. I have no references for anything. Lab coats close, right? They probably do. This is probably something like this. Something like that. And then we got like your shoulder. I don't know how you bang out poses so quick without having any I don't know. Construction? I mean, I guess you do draw construction, but like I need so much preemptive work to get a pose to look good. Spending 5 seconds on a pose is like not it. And then you have your like your beard that comes to a point. That's about your design, I think. That's him right now. This really fuck ass drawing that I don't know why I did. Something like that. This is incredible. Thank you. One of these days, I say this every time, one of these days I'll draw an actual fucking picture of your model. One of these days. And it won't be a shit post. And then every time I draw your model, it's a shit post. And I spend like 5 minutes on it, maybe. Every time. Something like that. And I think you have like big ol' hands. So I made them square. Wait, lab coats are long. So I don't need to worry about it being short. I love how the title of this, by the way, is I'm in Yuri Heaven and I'm just drawing a little fucking guy. Alright, I'm over this. I'm going back to what I was doing. I'm going back to what I was doing. I still have it there though. Maybe I'll finish it one day. Don't remember what brush I was on, but yeah, it's actually me trying to come with the ultimate Yuri, yeah. Which, I mean, is right there in front of you. It's just me and LadyLilix, to be fair. It's been in front of you this whole time. Oni, quick. Make a character named Yuri. That's your next stream idea, is you and your chat make a character named Yuri, and that's the bit. I think it's like that shape. I don't know. Oni cannot comprehend the Yuri. It's too much. And like this size, and we'll kind of spread out this shading. Owie. I also flip my canvas so much now. I didn't used to do that. I like find myself having to flip my canvas, or I genuinely cannot render. Like if I don't, I just like lose the ability to. It's really weird. I don't know if anybody else feels that or deals with that. But like, I don't know. It is like impossible. This color flatted in. Get this color flatted in. You know what is surprisingly the most difficult part about doing a homebrew campaign for D&D? Doing the fucking map. Why that shit's so difficult, dude? That is absurd. of all of the parts that I was expecting to be like, oh yeah, this is gonna be hard, that's not the part that I thought I would be struggling with. Not at all. It's like so overwhelming, I guess, but it's also really hard to write down the descriptions and information that I need between rather behind each town and kingdom and city and everything. So I have the notes for when I need them during the sessions. Um it's like actually fucking crazy. I never thought it would be the thing that makes me struggle so much. I was able to do everything else just fine for the most part. I have most of the NPCs that are important figured out. I've got most of the oh, and the fucking now playing is broken again. Yay. I have mostly everything figured out that I can without the fucking world map. And the world map is just killing me. I ended up making her nose a little too pointy. I think that's a little better. Mm. Yeah, I like that. That looks better. I'll render around it really quick and bam. And bam. Easy peasy. But I also need to message Blue and see if Gihan put his stream VOD up yet. Because they did one with they did a what is it? An art like review stream or something like that for his birthday. I submitted my art so that way they could take a look at it, and I don't remember. Oh yeah, that's supposed to be wider, isn't it? Whoops. Let me just reopen that eyeball real quick, guys. Oopsie. Critiques? Art critiques. I think that's the one that I was thinking of. And I didn't get to see what they said about mine because I slept through it. Because I'd be sleeping. I'd be sleeping. And that's unfortunate, because I was really looking forward to it. And then this will... Ugh. My ear is so itchy. I think another thing that stops me from getting these done in, like, a normal time is probably how much I zoom in. If I stayed zoomed out, I probably wouldn't take so long to put in the small-ass details that I do. And I would actually get more work done. But I haven't gotten comfortable enough yet doing that. Maybe one day. I also really have to catch up on IDW. It's been a minute. Something like that, I think. Once I get this ironed out, I can go back in and clean up some of the rendering. Make room for the eyelashes. Has anybody been watching the new King of the Hill, the reboot? I've been watching someone review it because I don't have whatever the fuck it's on. I don't even remember what's on, to be fair with you. And I don't have it. I can tell you that right now. But I've been seeing so many people review it and have really good reviews. And I have very basic knowledge on it. Like, basic as in a basic understanding of like what happens in each episode, but I haven't seen all of it, obviously, just some little reviews here and there on YouTube. But I kind of wish I could watch it because it seems like it's really good. Seems like the changes that they ended up making make some sense. And I enjoy the story that they're kind of trying to get across. Again, from the perspective of the little bit of information I'm getting based off of someone else watching it. But yeah, I liked it. I saw it all. Yeah, not the same, but pretty good. I mean, it's never going to be the same, and I think they embrace that, and I think that's what makes it so good. Again, haven't seen it. Because a lot of shows, when they reboot, they try really hard to make it the same, as if it had been going that entire time. And it hasn't been. Like, there's been a lot of time in between. There's been a lot of gaps. There's been a lot of time where this thing has kind of left the set and the writers aren't as in tune with it anymore, right? So it's very like
Kumo_Kishi just
it makes
rated
sense
with
to me.
5 viewers.
Hi,
Welcome
Kumo.
to the shit show.
What's up, Kumo? How was your stream? That's a short stream. Some of the voice changes could have been better. Yeah, that's the biggest complaint I've heard. Especially cons. Hi, Miyuki. What were you guys doing? Give me a minute. So you don't have to shout out yourself. You were just chatting. What were you chatting about? We were talking about the new King of the Hill. I'm drawing Yuri today. Here, I'll zoom out so you guys can see. I'll just throw up the sketch so you guys can see it clearly. Trying to knock off some of Russ. I'm doing shorter streams. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I'll take good care of your chatters. Don't worry. We're doing Yuri today, so that'll get everybody's attention. Telling Kumo that he sucks and pestering him and being drunk after my work. Understandable. I wish I had alcohol, but I do not. Him and his boss, or should I say Bobby's boss now? I don't remember, what is his name? Chain's dad? I think his name is Chain. Dale's voice sucks. Well, I mean, they needed somebody to take over because the original voice actor passed away. From my knowledge. So, like, I'm pretty sure they would have had him the same had that didn't happen. So I'm willing to give that a pass. I'm pretty sure. Someone look that up and correct me. Don't take that as 100%. Kingdom of the Hearts. Sup, Kumo? Yeah, I don't know. Don't take that as 100%. I think his original VA did record a bit of his lines before the reboot. Yeah. That was, from my understanding, the same thing. Or that's from my understanding what happened, is that he passed away in the middle of it. Leaving them kind of having to now figure that out. Which is hard to do last minute. It's hard to do sort of a messy, because like I feel like at that point they would have been better off just picking a new voice for the entire season, because then they would have had that space for him to make his own Dale instead of having to try and match it, so that way it wasn't such an abrupt change. I didn't hear any of the voice changes myself. Again, haven't watched it, don't have streaming services. But from what I've heard, Khan's voice is the worst. And from my understanding, it's because they changed him to somebody who makes him sound younger when he should be older. Which is a strange decision on their part, in my opinion. Especially when I think his original voice actor went to voicing Dale? I think? But yeah. Yeah. Miss Milchi, I ordered the custom cards I made using your art that you did for me. They should arrive by this weekend, hopefully. Would you like me to send you a picture when they do? Yes, please. I'd love to see them. I would love to see it. Do you remember Lucky from the show? And if you do you remember his voice actor? Who was Lucky? I don't remember there being a Lucky in King of the Hill. I'll send you a picture besides Kumo's. Okay! You should have told me that you were doing one for Kumo. I would have done new art for him. Because that one is sort of outdated for my art talents. Yours, I think, is still good. I still look back on that one and I'm like, yeah, I'm proud of this. Kumo's, I'm like, I could have done better. Or I can do better now. Lucky the Cranky. Oh, Hank's dad? I've never heard anybody describe him as his name. I've always heard him be referred to as Hank's father. Joanne's husband. Oh, yeah. Okay. I was like, oh, it's so weird. I've never heard anyone describe him as his name or refer to him as his name. Yeah. I remember him. The little freakazoid redneck. Yeah. I do remember him. Yeah. Let me know the next time you need Kumo art. I got you. I was working with Kumo really, like, often recently, trying to get him set up to see if we could get a cheaper way of him re-debuting. Because I'm a big supporter of just fucking do it, because if you keep putting it off, it's never gonna happen. So I was like, I'll do most of the shit. I got you. I have it set up. Just get the last things that I can't do. Which is unfortunately the most expensive, well, one of the most expensive parts, sadly. I can't do graphic design. Also, Kuma, when you coming back over to hang out? My cats already miss you. I do too, but that's less important. It goes for you too, Oni. If there's ever a time where you guys are like, fuck it, I just want to come hang out, just let me know. I would be so down. I love hanging out. I'm actually like very extroverted. I only get really introverted over the computer for the most part. So actually kind of harder for me to just hang out on the computer usually. Let's see. I want to see him succeed with all my heart. Yeah. Like I said, the hardest thing I think is his overlay, which would be like, if you're getting really stingy, you only really need a starting soon and an ending stream, right? Because you can just get up and walk away from your screen for a BRB if you really need to. You can just get up and walk away. If you have a mod in the chat, they'll tell people that you're not there. But that's like getting really stingy. I don't even need, I don't use an overlay when I'm streaming. Like, gaming? You know what I mean? Like, that's it. Nothing. It's just me in the game. This is the only one I do that with, and it's because you have a lot of time to like sit and chill. You know what I mean? Especially because I yap so fucking much. I just stop working on it, and you can really see everything. Just say the fucking word literally all the time. Literally just come over. We have the room. This big ass house and like literally no people over. Yeah, mostly I just need starting soon, ending BRB. Yeah. Too bad I can't do graphic design, unfortunately. It's just too, I'm not good at it. I'm sure I could make you something okay. But I would rather you just take a couple of bucks from each paycheck, put them up, and get something that you're truly, truly happy with. Because I can't do anything like extraordinary. No, she doesn't, just her cats. Hi, Smug. Pretty much. Just say a fucking word. I knew it. Next time you'll be looking for Roper, thinking he escaped again, but he'll be in my car headed back with me. Someone's got to take care of this fuck ass cat, and literally all day today he has been bugging me for something, and I don't know what he wants. If I wasn't working so much, I'd mod for Kumo in a heartbeat. I mod for my friends when I can. I just like have mod status and show up when I can help them. I was supposed to be doing a lot for Bubblicious or Bubs, but it's been hard. For some reason, everything ever that could happen falls on Monday, and I just don't have time to show up. Never ever. Also, I have a new to me vehicle. Ooh, more reliable than the old one? Oh, fuck. I moved that over, which means that the eyebrow would be moved over here. And then this one will still be just about somewhere around here. My brows are kind of like thicker, so we'll just something like that. I have an Miss Milky idea. I'd like to make a card of you next. Don't know what commander I'll do, but I'd love to make one of you. That's cool. Yeah, I don't mind. I play a lot of lifesteal. Probably something similar to that. Probably would go hard. Dina Stolseeper is the one that I use the most. She's my fave. My little girl. Also, BRB, no worries. I'm gonna call it a night. Hit me up tomorrow. Okay, love you, Boobop. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Paul. Since the frame of the other one had completely rusted, this one's a bit more reliable. Awesome. I already did one of Olivia. Let's see. We'll get back to you on that one. Golgari again, then? Yeah. I know the cards I use. I don't know cards I don't use, so I can't exactly give you more than I play this card, and I like lifesteal. No idea. Lots of vampires, lots of lifesteal, lots of infinite combos. No thinking. I like to be able to take my turns in like a couple seconds without having to preemptively look at my hand to make my decisions. Because otherwise I will lose my patience and get bored. Generally go for cards that I use as commanders. It's my goal to proxy each one with custom VTuber proxies. All my favorite VTuber friends. Understandable. Understandable. I don't know how to make like proxies and stuff, but I could always just make my own of Dina if I really wanted to. I like merfolk. I'm not surprised, dude. It does not fucking surprise me at all. Like, literally fish found in water. That does not surprise me. About the new insect commander person? Who? Who was that? That also doesn't surprise me, but for different reasons. Unless he's a guy, then that still isn't surprising. I don't run Dina, or I'd be like, let's go. Well, like I said, I can always just swap mine to be Dina. It's okay. You know what I mean? If I'm already doing the art for it, I just need you to run me through how to make it a proxy, and then I'll just take Dina's shit and move it over. Can't be that hard. I don't even play the game IRL. I don't have enough people here or the money to get the decks together. I don't think my Dina Soulsteeper deck is expensive. Let me check. I don't think it's that expensive. Let's see. Yeah. It's expensive. To make my Dina deck, my Dina Soulsteeper deck, it would cost me almost $500 to make it real. If not proxy. Which is fucked up. That's a lot. That's ridiculous. Let me check and see. Building a spider deck next. Ordered a bunch of cards. Goal is to give each spider death touch and fling them around like pocket spiders. Yeah, I can help you send the art. I'll make the card for you. I can show you how to order the card. One is like $3 foil to order. Want to know how much my Miyuki deck is worth? Well over 650. That's crazy. That's a lot of fucking money. That's so fucking expensive. I used to play Magic a lot in person. My ex took all my Magic cards when we broke up. Like a fucking asshole, so. Yeah, too bad Morgan's not here. Because I've just been kind of like slowly but surely telling her about everything that fuck ass did. Took all my Magic cards. Cheated on me. So much shit. I'm pretty sure. No, he didn't take my Pokemon cards. I took those. He doesn't even play Magic. Fucking asshole. And I can show you how to order the card. Or no, want me to find your ex and sneak venomous spiders into their orifices? Yeah, you could totally do that. Me out here with an 11 colorless capture. I don't know. I've never played it before. Honestly, close enough, Oni. Close enough. Yes, flat Dr. Pepper. Also, I don't know what I got during the Renaissance Fair or after the Renaissance Fair, but my voice has been gone forever. And I don't know how to get it back. To the point where Andrew thought, like, that maybe I had been, like, practicing singing wrong and I, like, fucked up my throat. But no, I promise I wasn't. I got you. I don't got you when it comes to bullying you like you wanted. I just end up feeling mean. But I bully other people for you. Aw, thank you. Mood. Yeah. My voice has been gone. I've had like 2 cups of tea every day just to try to soothe my throat. Just to try to get something comfy going on. Does not work. Milk cheese singing stream? Maybe if I ever can afford singing lessons, because I don't sing very well. Contrary to popular belief. I have a very, very weak singing voice. So when I sing, it sort of just sounds very, very bland. I have a good understanding on how to sing. It's just I don't know how to get myself to sing like bold, I guess, or rich. I don't know if that makes sense. I think my voice was a little hoarse after I got back because I yapped so much while I was there. But I think it's better now. I am so jealous. I wish my voice would get better. You know who sucks at singing? Me. Us. We suck at singing. You have a lovely voice though. You don't gotta do it as like professionally as long as you enjoy yourself. I do not enjoy myself unless I'm good at it. Unfortunately, I am a very like positive forward person, but I did grow up with the mentality of don't share something if you're not good at it. So so I don't do it. And I think I have a fine voice now that I've gotten used to listening to it. Singing, though, There was a time where I wouldn't watch my own VODs because I couldn't stand my own voice. And then I decided I wanted to have a video essay YouTube channel. And then I decided that to have that, I kind of need to get used to my voice because I have to edit my own VODs or my own videos. So the not liking my own voice didn't last very long after that. All right, so send Kumo money and talk him into taking you to karaoke then. Got it. I do have karaoke about an hour from me, but there isn't any closer than that I know of. My roommate has asked me many a time to go with him and I've told him no. Because I think I would just simply perish. Hi, Schmin. Hi, Schmin. Oh, baby girl. What's up? Where you going? You're a little brat. She won't come hang out with me. You and Milkshake karaoke. VR chat and karaoke. So they're typing that at the same time. Yeah, I actually feel like streaming has made me way more comfortable hearing my own voice. Yeah, because your voice is different in your own head, and hearing it back and it not sounding like what you think it sounds like is really odd. And it kind of like shocks you. Or at least that's how it was for me. Because in my own head, I have a really nasally, like masculine voice. And when I listen back to my voice in like VODs or whatever, I'm like, wow, I don't sound as masculine as I assumed I did. Honestly, kind of fucked up because I do have in my own head one of those like really relaxing, raspy male voices. And I'm a little disappointed that I don't have that actually. Oh, also, Kumo, when are you finishing that story up so I can read it and edit that video together for you so you can post it? I'm thinking of, because it's for the peeper guy, right? Because if it's the story for the peeper guy, I'm just gonna use that guy as a background. But if there's another story you want me to do a video for at any point, like a live reading, I'll render something else that you can use. You'll just have to wait in between my commissions because I have to prioritize paid stuff first, sadly. Sadly, I must prioritize those who pay my bills. I did that live once and never again. I think it'd be really great for her. Vocal fry, good. Yeah, like in my head, I have a lot of vocal fry, and when I hear my own voice back, I don't think I actually have any at all. Honestly, the biggest issue with hearing my own voice back is how much I struggle to get words out because my throat always feels so tight. I don't know how to explain it. Like, you know when you cry and you're struggling to get words out because your throat feels like it's really tight? It's like the same feeling, but all the time. You have a very lovely voice. But we always be our own worst critics. Yep. Yep. Trying to get past a bit of writer's block when it comes to that story. That's not where I think I'm good with what's there, and I don't know, and I know what the rest is, and I'm stuck in a small middle part. Well, if you want, I can take a look at it for you. I would also ask you for help with my D&D campaign that I'm writing, but I don't know who's gonna be a part of it, and so I can't share because it's a secret. So I don't know who's gonna be in it as a player. Outside of world building. World building is fine. It's the actual story that I want to be a surprise for people. But anyway, yeah, I can take a look at it if you want. I think that's what's looking weird about the eye. Yeah. I'm trying yeah, well, it depends on what day or time of the week you're planning on doing, whether I can join your game or not. Yeah, I don't know yet. I'm trying to get, I think I know the kind of players I want for my first campaign. And that's going to be mainly role players because I want to focus on mainly role play over combat. Because I want to get better at role playing, and I built the world sort of with that in mind. That being said, I do think I'm going to be running 2 in the same world with different stories. Because I know Paul wants to learn how to play, and I know Daedra has expressed wanting to learn how to play, and they're both babies. Never played before. So I want to give them an opportunity to learn with me, because might as well, right? So, yeah. So I'm thinking, like, I probably will need at least you, Uncle Grandpa, or Raven in with the newbies. So that way you guys can give them a good example of, like, how to do decisions or how to play or whatever. I just don't know who. But yeah, that's sort of like the thought process that I'm having with it, is like trying to decide that. Which is fucking hard, by the way. So there's so many people I would like to be in it, and it's hard. I'm a role player. Been role playing since the age of 12, and I'm cough 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 years old now. Not that kind of role play. God damn it, I'm not always I'm not always a DGen. I think Milk wants a D&D campaign that can only be played on OnlyFans. Seriously though, long time RPer, multi-para, adaptable to classes I'm running. Yeah, you know I have to pick on you. But what is that emote? Drink. Smug is living on the picking on, living off of it. He's so mean to me. Aww. Yeah. And I don't mind doing, like, I did think about doing like a West March, like how they're doing in the new Critical Role. Like having to run side by side. But unfortunately, I don't think the campaign that I'm running right now will build good, or that I'm thinking of running is gonna have good
Pokykin12 just
Oh,
raided
hi,
with 1 viewers.
Pokey.
Welcome to the shit show.
I don't think that having the type of campaign I'm trying to run with people that are new to D&D will be good. At least I don't think so. Because it'll be kind of rough. Is that the war you were going to? Black Desert. I see. I shouldn't have been surprised. Have support in the guild. We won't mention what you were doing in my chat. My mic issues solved, but I am by no means new to tabletop. Love to join you one day. Yeah, I wanna see if DMing is for me. So I'm also trying to get a group of people that are okay with me being like, hey, what the fuck was that? Why did I block that? Also want them to be a group of people that are willing to be okay with me going, hey guys, I was wrong. I don't really like DMing. I'm going to cancel the campaigns. I'm so sorry. And not be like super buttered about it because I've never done it before and I might not like it or might not be good for it. That's a word to be warned about. Okay. Thank you, Auto Mod. Yeah, it is rough. It is very, very rough. Give me a minute. No worries, Pokey. Take your time. You don't have to like alert when you gotta get up or whatever. You are good. You are fine. You are free to do what you need to do when you need to do it. As an experienced player doing my advice is just give it a shot. Let your creativity flow and just go with it. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Good luck at war. I think he just got back from war. Yeah, that's the thing that Morgan was telling me is that I'll never know if I'm not good at it or if I don't like it unless I do it. And like, what do I really lose other than maybe my friends being like, wow, she's not good at that thing. Oh no. It's not the end of the world. It is okay to not be good at something. And I'm still trying to like enforce that about a lot of things. Because sometimes, what the fuck? Because sometimes, you know, it's not as easy as it sounds. Actually, does she look better without? Yeah. I'm in the middle of a campaign that's been going over for 5 years and I'm still not good at it. Yeah, like even playing is kind of hard, right? Because you have to have the right sort of like mentality towards it. It's also not as hard as it sounds, trust me. I thought the same way as you before I did it. I kept procrastinating, overthinking, and then by the time it came, my players had a lot of fun, so I didn't. And so did I telling the story. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make this bigger again. I tried having it smaller so I could catch up with more chats, but too small, can't read. Yeah, I don't know. My biggest worry is making the characters, the NPCs, feel like they have separate voices. Like not I'm not saying like different accents, different voices. I mean like literally their voice, their personality, their bit. I'm afraid they're all just gonna turn into me. It's my biggest concern. And also how fucking difficult it is to make a world map. Why is it so hard? Oh my god. It is ridiculous. You're referring to DM specifically. I'm just player. Yeah. And even then, players, you know, playing can be hard, especially if you're not jiving well with the like campaign or anything, or not the campaign, the other players. I always used to think that like, oh, maybe I'm not cut out for D&D because I never had like a large amount of fun, and it turns out it was just the people that I was playing with because I just wanted to play D&D so bad. I was accepting playing with people who all wanted very, very different things, and because roleplay usually gets shoved to the side, I kind of just never really got what I wanted out of a campaign. Outside of out of game like RP, and even then, oh my god, usually people just wanted that to be sexual, which is not exactly what I was looking for. Yeah. Also, yeah, when I was talking about voice, I don't mean their actual voice. I mean like their personality, like their bits, their voices. I don't know how else to explain it. But I don't mean like doing accents or sounding different. Feeling different because I'm playing a different character, and one might be shy and anxious and more cautious, where another one might supposed to be like more adventurous and like unwavering, and I'm afraid they're both just gonna not sound like different people and just sound like the same guy. I know for me, D&D and role-playing just weirdly doesn't come naturally. It's way harder for me to separate my own thoughts and actions from a character who's not me. Same for me. That's why on Friday I have a character that's kind of just me, and then on Tuesday I have a character that is not me at all and makes very, very different decisions. So I get to try and force myself to do something new and challenge myself with my Tuesday character. And I get to relax on Friday and just do something more fun and brain dead. And like, I don't enjoy Tuesday as much because of that so far, but Morgan is helping me work on that to try and give me more tools in my pocket to be able to play this character and have fun. It'll be hard going from one personality to next. Exactly. It's my biggest fear. It's gonna be really, really hard. But don't worry, I have the same issue, Oni. It's really hard for me not to just be myself, even when I make characters that are not supposed to make decisions the way I make them. I do them anyway. I used to have this character. Her name was, I think it was Destonia who did this. It's been a while. But Destonia is a bard tabaxi who was kind of just my I get to do whatever I want character. But she had a very, very specific personality of she doesn't really give a fuck, and she just wants to do whatever she wants to do in that moment. She's very, very like indecisive in the sense that she just doesn't make decisions. She just does things without thinking about it. She was also not a fan of families or kids because her parents like traumatized her growing up. And I got attached to a kid in the campaign, so she adopted him. And like 2 weeks later, I'm talking to the DM and he was like, yeah, that was really out of character. And I was like, yeah, trust me, I know. I know it was really out of character, but it was either my character adopted him or he died, and I, as the player, couldn't let that happen. So I just had to find an excuse for her to quote unquote like think he is useful and therefore keep him around because he'll do work for them at their camp or something. And yeah, it was really really rough. But like there are times where I'll make a decision that I know is me, just because I can't I can't bear to let this other character or thing happen as the player. My least favorite character I've ever played was my drow cleric of Lolith. Being a total mean bitch to my friends, being a raging cunt word to my friends, that was really hard. Yeah. Yeah. That's rough. Like, my Tuesday character is the same. She's very bitchy, she's very selfish, she's very, like, entitled, and she also is very, very, I don't know if there's a word for this, I guess sexist, technically. She's very, she doesn't view men very well. And I think that's why it's so hard, because I have to instinctually be mean and also not understanding. Like, she is very unmoving in her thoughts and her mindset. I am very like, oh, you can convince me otherwise. But it's really hard to like have a good argument be put in front of me, and then I have to just be like, no, I don't think I will, and then go continue doing like being stupid. When I played with Lilix and Morgan in person briefly, I for some reason played a bard, and that shit was rough. And yeah, some classes are just not meant for other people, like certain people. Bard is not for me. Because Bard requires you to be present every game for the most part if there's combat, because you have to think outside the box, and sometimes I need to not think outside the box. Sometimes my spoons are so low I need to just smack thing with my axe and then end my turn. And that's why I kind of was turned off, because I kept playing like these classes and then being turned off by them, because when I didn't have spoons or I was tired, I was being forced to have the spoons, and it was really turning me off from D&D. I kept going like bards and druids and clerics, and those are all very like cool fun classes, but when I don't want to think outside the box and make a cool change in the map or whatever, I like just want to hit the thing and then end my turn, and it's like inherently it feels wrong and it's not correct. I don't know. I kind of want to play like a stereotypical paladin, just like super lawful good. Yeah. Sometimes playing like stereotypical characters are really really fun though. Easy, you don't have to put a lot of thought into it, and it can be fun. And then if you want to make changes, character development, baby. Exactly. I think my favorite character I've ever played was in a Star Wars setting, an ancient Rakata droid that has basically turned itself into an SCP monster by scavenging parts from other droids and organics to keep itself together. At one point, it managed to trick the Empire into nuking a Sith temple by tricking them into thinking that it was a separationist holdout base. Sunder dreamed of being the next G0T0. I don't know anything that you just fucking said, but I'm happy for you. I'm not a Star Wars person. I apologize. That's why I like my ranger, who's not great with words, because I tend to have I don't have a lot of spoons by late Sunday night when we play. Yeah. Like our Friday campaign, it's literally the Lilix and Milk show. I just want you to know that. It's a K-drama where me and Lilix are just having these like constant K-drama moments, and like other people are just like watching it unfold. It's really funny. But like sometimes that's just how it be. Sometimes you sit back and you watch other players do their thing because you're just too tired, but you didn't want to cancel because you like D&D, and seeing your friends have fun is what you needed. Sometimes it'd be like that. But I have unfortunately, and very fortunately for me, been very influenced by the campaign with Morrigan. Because I know now what I look forward to and what I like and stuff. So now setting up my campaign, it's very much a yeah, I don't want there to be a lot of combat. I don't want there to be a lot of murder hoboing. I just want it to be a lot of character development and character interactions. Um because even as a DM that would be fun, especially if it's my first running campaign. I would also like to be sort of enjoying myself with how much work I'm going to be putting in. I can worry about like making other people extremely happy once I know if I like it or not. You know what I mean? At least that's the way I'm thinking of it. I've yapped too much. I must go now. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Good night. Sleep well. Like the one in D&D Honor Among Thieves. That movie was actually like really good. Yeah, a few people in our party ended up doing most of the talking, which is nice. Yeah, you gotta have people in the party that like talk a lot or have moments that allow you to be quiet. And unfortunately, sometimes you end up making the wrong gamble, and then the characters that you're relying on being the talkative ones end up not being the talkative ones. I genuinely have had so many moments where I'll tell people, like, oh, I want to play a character where I can sit back and RP if I want, but I can also just kind of be like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not in the mood. I need to rest. I don't have the spoons. And then everyone in the party has made a non-talkative character, and it's just like, cool, well, that's the end of that campaign. Because no one's gonna unmake a non-talkative character. Like, no one wants to be the main talker, but they all want to be the main character. I don't know. It's fucking rough. Give me a second, I gotta figure out what the fuck's going on here. And then I can go back to yapping. What the hell is going on with this spot here? Something like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I've got a lot of stuff that needs to get worked on. Lots of commissions that need to get worked on. Campaign needs to get written. I think I'm gonna limit my commissions after I get this pack done, because I think I was thinking, oh, there's no harm in building like a backlog of things to do for people, right? And keeping a queue, but it's sort of really overwhelming. Didn't think that it would stop me from working, because every time I look, I'm like, oh man, it's nonstop. I thought if I took the queue or I did the queue, it'd be like, oh yeah, I'll just get to it when I get to it. But unfortunately, my brain decided, no, that's not how that's gonna work. No, that's just gonna get covered by the nail, but that's fine. I need to fill in Milk's hair because it's underneath Lilix's before I, like, figure out Lilix's little hair bit right here. Otherwise, it's just gonna be, like, something I have to render on top of anyway later on. Oh my god, it's been about 5 hours. I stream tomorrow too. I might end soon because I am getting kind of tired. And I also just kind of need to lay down because my cramps. So we'll do just a bit more work and then we will call it for the night. Illegal? Question mark? Listen, I would love to go longer, but unfortunately my stomach says otherwise, and there's nothing I can do about that. I should also probably eat more because I only, like, inhaled some pasta. And that's probably not enough for today. Probably. I'm just joshing. 5 hours is more than plenty. Yeah, I mean, not for how I usually stream. It is kind of small, kind of short, but also, with how I'm feeling, I think it's plenty long. And I'm trying to get better at not feeling bad when streams aren't like 8 hours long. Because I'm not feeling good or I'm feeling extra tired that day or something because I need to just be nicer on myself. And that's really hard. Because not only is streaming my income, it is also one of my favorite fucking hobbies. So really hard to step away. Such a good fucking creepy nut song, dude. Pasta, can I get some? I already ate it. I'm sorry. I can't even go that long once a week. I mean, it is sort of different for you because you have like a full-time job that like drains the hell out of you. This is my full-time job. This is an art. Until somewhere decides they'll hire me. Still waiting on that. Agree. I agree with income and stream. How'd that interview go, by the way, Pokey? Yeah, finding work is really fucking hard in this economy, dude. Waiting on feedback? Ah, true. Hopefully you hear back from that one place you applied to. Yeah, I've been waiting. I keep meaning to call them. And I need to call my doctor's office because I keep trying to make appointments with the hospital to get my surgery, or I guess it's not like a surgery, but it is like a thing done, and they just keep hitting me with the, oh, we'll call you back to make an appointment, and then I never get a call back. So I need to figure that the fuck out because I'd like this to be done and over with so I can move on with my life. But you know, why would doctors want to do their jobs? It's not the doctors, it's the fucking fuck ass secretaries that don't know how to do their jobs usually. No feedback. I was told to wait this week. I was support to her hear back yesterday about it. Well, hopefully you'll get something good from waiting this week. I need to go to bed. I suddenly feel hella sleepy. Yeah, I'm not gonna be too much longer either, to be fair. I am pretty crampy. Would like rest with heaty blankie. I think I pulled this too far forward. Does it look better? No. Does not look better that way. So we'll do this again and we'll just shrink it a bit. I think that looks better. I think. Okay, let's finish this up. We'll find someone to read off to. I'll fix the lip tomorrow. Though making it smaller made it look a little bit better. I wanted it to look like her lip was jutting forward, but I think I angled her face and her mouth too much. I think I'd have to push her mouth back a little bit. But we'll see tomorrow. Fuck is my mouse so sensitive today? Let's see. Oh, let me save before I forget. Oh my god. I don't know why I was unmuted for some reason, opening up Twitch. I've simply named this Yuri, and I think that's really funny. Let's see. Perfect. Okay. What's doing who today? Oh yeah, they're still streaming. Let's raid LadyLilix. Because they're still streaming. Okay. That's not what I asked you. At raid/raid. Do I have to add? I think I do. Invalid username. Nope. Okay, it's just the name. Genuinely so crazy to me that that's how that works. And I always add the @ because otherwise it feels like it's not gonna work. There we go. All right, everybody. Thank you guys for stopping in today. I appreciate the company, especially after peak, hanging out while we do art. we render some Yuri just for fun, just for the parasites in us, you know. I'm sorry that I was a little quiet. I'm sorry that I'm not feeling the greatest. Some days you have bad days, you know what I mean? We'll be streaming again tomorrow. We'll be doing more Voices of the Void. I don't have a raid message. We'll be doing Voices of the Void tomorrow. Unless I'm not feeling up to that, I might swap it for something else. We will see. Once my weeks clear out too, we'll be heading back to Elden Ring. I know you guys wanted to see me finish that. But I update on my Discord more often than I do on my Twitter, but if you're looking for basic information, you can do either of the two if you're new here. Thank you guys for all of the bits and the subs and the new follows today. Welcome in everybody that's new. I don't have a raid message. I kind of let you guys come up with it depending on however you wish. Just be normal. Don't disrespect people's chat rules, okay? Have fun. But be respectful. Love you guys. I'll talk to you guys later.